My definition of the ghetto: a poor urban area occupied primarily by a minority group or groups resembling or characteristics of a ghetto or its inhabitants, especially with relations to African American culture. I'm from the ghetto and I love it, man. What's good, YouTube? We back in here with another episode of the Ghetto, and in today's episode, guys, we're gonna take the rental back down to Los Santos Customs, pick up the Cadillac. We done got the engine dropped in there. Then we're gonna go all the way over there to our apartment on the beach, pick up our little stash car, and we're gonna load the stash house down in today's episode. So hopefully y'all enjoy, guys. Like, share, comment, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you're new to the channel, turn on post notifications so you can be notified every time your boy Savage Life Gaming drop a video. So yeah, guys, we got to get that trap house loaded down. I know I've been saying that in a couple episodes, but today is the day. Damn, I'm just running over shit. Today is the day, guys. We got to go and get the stash house loaded with drugs from Z. So we probably gonna have to call him a couple times, schedule up some deals and stuff like that about 3 or 4 times. And this is what we ended up with, guys, after we bought the truck in the last episode and paid for the car. I think I paid everything on the car. I think I paid $55,000. I might be mistaken. I might be missing $1,000. I mean $5,000 or something like that. But y'all will let me know down in the comment section. But yeah, guys, the Cadillac done, and I want y'all to let me know down in the comment section how much we should pay for the work that got done to the Cadillac. It wasn't nothing but, you know, an engine upgrade. They dropped a different block in there, a bigger motor or whatnot. So y'all let me know down in the comment section how much we should drop for that. So I went on and put split my money up. I put $250,000 in the bank, $251,000 in the bank, and $200,000 in my Maze Pal account, and so we can get money out of there when we need it. Yeah, I went on and fixed that behind the scenes, guys. But I might change up the paint on this Cadillac. I think a red will look good on the red will look real decent on that Cadillac. But a lot of y'all in the comments told me to cop this. We're gonna cop it, guys, but just not right now. But we'll cop it soon, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to the guy down here in Los Santos Customs to see if he can get some rims put on this bad boy. And then we'll cop this bad boy once we get some rims put on there. So I'm gonna park this off to the side over here. Pop out. I do like this. It rides smooth and everything. We're gonna come back for this, guys, I promise. But when we come back, probably gonna have some floaters or something on there. But let's go hear the engine of this Cadillac, see what it's sounding like now. See what it's sounding like. Okay. We sounding a little better. Yeah, we sounding a little better. At first it was quiet as hell. So I'm gonna go up in here and change the paint on here. We can't tint the windows. I wish we could though, cause throw some tint on here and set it off a little bit more. But I do wanna tint the windows on my Buick though. So we might have to take that to Los Santos Custom and tint the window on that junk. So we can't change the paint. We can't change the paint on here. We might have to do it through a trainer. Cause I really want red to set this off a little bit better. So I guess we'll go with a red, guys, on this. Let me see, colors, vehicle colors. Yeah, we're gonna go with a red on this joint. And the top, I might keep it the same. I really do want to go with like a peanut butter on here. Peanut butter would be nice. But for right now, we're just gonna change the paint on here to red. And I think I passed red. Now I'm in the wrong ones. We gotta go into metallic. Okay, so red right there. Let me see what a kind of like a peanut butter looking top will look like on there. That peanut butter set it off. I wish we could do the interior in peanut butter. I'm gonna try though. Okay, that's kind of like a orange side. That's kind of like a peanut butter right there. Bronze. So let me see. We're gonna go to Benny's. I'm gonna see if we can change the color of the inside. I don't think we can. So we're just gonna leave it like that. Y'all let me know down in the comments how much that should cost too. So we're gonna head over here to our little apartment on the beach, pick up the Buick. Then we're gonna hit up that boy Z. Let him know we coming to pick up that work. Yeah, we gotta load down the stash house. We gotta get that work loaded in, gang. We gotta get it loaded in. I don't have no guns for the other stash house, so we probably gonna wait on that for now, the other stash house. Let me put a little bit of money in my pocket. I keep on forgetting to do that. We got $0 in our pocket. So I'm gonna withdraw 100,000 right now. I don't know how much it's gonna cost to get this work. We'll do 100 right now. And we good to go. Let's go and gas this up real fast. So yeah, we headed to the beach apartment. I'm gonna jump in that Buick real quick. So 99,000 should get us a lot of work. I really wanted to spend that whole 100. That whole 100 on work, but we ain't gonna worry about it. We still got 250 in the bank. But we still got a 100,000 in May's pile, so we might have to go and take some more money out the bank. But we're gonna try to load this stash house down just so, you know what I'm saying, we won't have to be hitting Z up like that all the time. We'll have enough work to get us out here and, you know, move a little bit for a little while. And I wanted to use that other stash house for guns, but we really ain't hitting no licks right now, so we ain't got no guns. Only guns we got on us is the ones that we bought for ourselves. And I'm not selling not a another one of them. I ain't selling not one of them. So we're gonna hold on to them right there, guys. I might stash one of them in there though, but it's not for sale. That's for when we hit a lick or we go to war or something like that, you know what I'm saying? My boy Scoon be having them plays on the floor, you know, he might just pop out the blue with a play. And we gotta have them posed. But I would, you know what I'm saying, go buy guns from ammunition and sell them, but we ain't gonna make no money off that because we selling the guns for a 10% discount. I wish I could find like a wholesaler or something like that who sell guns. So our best bet is just getting guns off bodies we done dropped and just selling them like that. We do make pretty decent money from selling guns, but we ran up a real good bag doing fraud, no cap. We ran up a good bag, so we might get back into that after a while. You know, after we take care of all our business and stuff like that, get everything situated. Y'all know we bought a truck in the last episode, and y'all know we trying to get our little trucking operation going on, little trucking business. We starting off with one right now. We're gonna have to find us a decent location for our little trucking depot or whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Find us a little decent location that's close. Cause the little job we got right now, you know what I'm saying, it's way out in the countryside. And I really don't want to be riding out there like that. But you know what I'm saying, we made some decent money in the last episode from trucking. We made $2,000 just taking some lumber across town. I mean, it was a far trip. I think the trip was like 6 miles. So yeah, we got paid $2,000 for that. I mean, It probably was worth it though. We just trying to make a little bit of money back from buying that truck. But it's gonna take us a long time to make that 100,000 back. So I decided we should try to find us like a little trucking depot or something like that and buy us a couple more trucks, and then we can hire workers and whatnot and have them to you know what I'm saying, haul loads and stuff like that. We can set a price to how much we make off each load that they haul. You know, set up a little hiring event and stuff like that. Just so, you know what I'm saying, like through I don't know if we want to do it through like a temp service or we just do it ourselves. Rent out a building, you know, hire some people who work in that field of, you know what I'm saying, interviewing people and stuff like that. Or we can do the interview. We don't know a lot about trucking, but we know something about somebody who bullshitting about work or something like that. We trying to, you know, be a little bit more business minded and run our little drug operation too. So we over here at the crib, guys. We finna pick up the Buick. I'm gonna go and park this up. The Cadillac. Yeah, we're gonna park this up. Seems like I'm missing something over here too. The Charger. Yeah, we missing the Charger. I don't know where I left the Charger. So yeah, we're gonna jump in this right now. And I wanna take it to Los Santos Customs or something and put some tint on here. We'll go to this Los Santos Custom right over here. Throw some tint on a little stash car. I do wanna switch up the stash car, I ain't gonna lie. Cause we need something a little faster to be a stash car. If we get in an altercation with the police or something like that, we're gonna have to run sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So we need something a little faster. So y'all let me know down in the comment section what should be our next stash car if we trade this in. Something fast, but you know what I'm saying, some low key. That's how we're gonna put it. And I see a lot of the cars y'all putting in the comment section. I'm gonna try to bring some of them. I ain't gonna try, I'm gonna bring most of them to the series if I can find them, guys. Sometimes when y'all ask for cars and I never bring them to the series, that mean I can't find them. But a lot of them I seen in the comment section, I should be able to get a hold to most of them. I know I seen a Maserati, I seen an Impala. So y'all stay tuned in, you know what I'm saying? We coming with them whips real soon, gang. We really could get a Maserati right now, but we kind of tight on money. We done spent a lot of money buying that truck and stuff like that. Going and paying that car off, the Charger. We spent a lot of money in the last episode. So yeah, we're gonna chill out a little bit on the whips for right now. But once we get this work in the stash house and get the move in it, y'all already know what's up then. I just wanna, you know what I'm saying, like get a lot of work at a time instead of buying it from Z here and there. Every time we get a load from them and then we sell out, then re-up again. So we just gonna go on and try to buy them out a little bit. I know we ain't gonna never buy them out, but we're gonna buy enough to last us for a minute. So I'm gonna pull up the Los Santos Customs over here and tint the windows on this bad boy. But I do want to get rid of this soon, because this right here is not ideal for running for the police. This right here is too slow. We need something with a V8 or something in it. Scat Pack or something. Demon or something to run from the police. Okay, we're gonna repair that for $58. I'm just gonna throw 10 on here, guys. Tint and probably we're gonna go with that, the limo tint. Really ain't, it still ain't that dark, but you can't see in here. And I guess I can do some bulletproof tires for 4,000. Alright, we'll do that too. Alright, we good to go. We good to go. But yeah, I don't know if I think the windows was already tinted on here. But sometimes, guys, I have to spawn these cars back in because the persistent mod, like when you save the game, they delete the cars sometimes. So that's why I have the cars saved, so I won't have to go through there and do most of this stuff over again. So I'm gonna save this behind the scenes. But we're gonna order drugs. We're gonna go with that, crack. I do want to get weed too, because we ran it up with that Zaza, no cap. How much is that? 35,000. So we'll get a little bit of weed too. Let me see how much. We might just go and buy them out of weed. But I know, let me see how much that is. 66,000. All right, we'll do that, I guess. Yep. Now 101,000. So we're gonna have to add a little bit of money. I add probably like 10,000 more. So let me go and call my bank real fast. Gonna take care of that, handle that real fast. Little 10,000. There we go. And let me see how much the plug, how much my work was. Hopefully I got enough. It don't show my order. I guess we'll know once we get there though. I think it was 101 or something like that. 102,000. So that'll leave us like with a little pocket change. That's all we need to ride around with anyway. But I am gonna hit the plug up again. I wanna really spend all that 200,000. I know we might not spend the whole 200,000, but I wanna spend most of that on work. Just so we won't have to be running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to Z. We already had a stash house loaded down. We ain't got enough to load down both stash houses right now. That's why I said I wanted to really just have one for guns. And then the little house we just moved out of, I want to really turn that into a stash house too. Just so we can, you know what I'm saying, have work over there too. I really wish we could, have like multiple stash houses where we had a crack in one stash house, we had a coke in one stash house, and we had a weed in another stash house. But we ain't that big yet, you know what I'm saying? In the drug game, we ain't that big to have 3 locations full of work. But we gonna build our way up slowly but surely, guys. When we out here, we making moves and stuff. Trucking company is gonna do decent, but working under somebody else, that's where we not gonna make a lot of money. So we thinking about moving fast, but we gotta get this work in motion too, just to keep that money coming in. And like I said, guys, we're gonna quit the SB cleaning job and the LS recycling job. We're just gonna focus on the trucking company right now. Well, the truck we got running the truck, that's all we're gonna focus on right now. Cause ain't no sense of having 3 jobs. We'll never have time to do nothing out here if we had 3 jobs. So we just gonna focus on the trucking for right now until we can find us a spot. And then, we're gonna try to get us another truck. And then, work that truck, them 2 trucks for a while. Then we're gonna try to get us another truck. So we got a play in motion, gang. We got a big play. I want y'all to see our dream house that we want to buy too. It ain't gonna be in this episode, but it'll be soon, guys. Y'all will see the dream house that we working towards. And they want multiple M's for that. And we ain't nowhere near it. So y'all already know the house is super big, super clean. But that's where we wanna end up at, you know what I'm saying? So let's go on and do this little deal. Hopefully they don't put that ugly ass bulletproof vest on me. I know they is though. I know they is. Oh no, they didn't. Okay, we good on that. So we're gonna go over here to the stash house, break this shit down. We're gonna leave it in there though. We're gonna leave it in there. We ain't gonna do no trapping this episode. I just wanted to set up, you know what I'm saying? Set up for when we get ready to, then we won't have to be going to call Z and stuff like that. Let me hit this gas station too. Y'all know we ain't drove this in a little minute, so this mug needs some gas in it. I don't know if my shorty been driving it or what, but it was on half a tank though. But we like our shit to be full. So let me pull up to the stash. I really do want to buy the other stash house, but I do not want to go into my bank account right now. And we could, save our trap money in the stash house too. So for some reason, every time I put LS Life in my game, that's what's causing my game to crash. Cause when I don't play with LS Life, my game never crash. So I don't know what's going on with that, guys. That mod is outdated, so it need to be updated. So we're gonna have a couple crashes and stuff here and there. But we at the stash house right now. Let's go on and load this in here. And I guess we can hit Z up one more time when he re-up. And go on and grab another batch of that good stuff. Y'all already know, loading this stash house down today. Let's get in here though. Break this stuff down and whatnot. We really ain't gotta break it down, but I'm gonna go and do it anyway. Just go and get that out the way. We got 133 grams of weed, 8 grams, 8. We got 180. I mean, we got 133 ounces, 8 ounces of crack, and 3 ounces of cocaine. So yeah, we got that in there for right now. So I'm gonna wait till my boy Z re-up again, and then we're gonna do it again. So okay, he got another load in, a little bit bigger than the last one. So we finna go and order everything. Hopefully I got enough. I should have enough. So order drugs, weed, we're gonna get all that. Nah, we ain't gonna have enough. So we ain't gonna get that much weed, I guess. Let me see. 49,000. I don't know. We might. Let me see. That's 81,000 right there. 101. We should be good. No. We're gonna have to bring that down a little bit, I guess. Let me see. Order drugs. Should I place this order? I mean, we can we can get a little credit, so we might be good. We might be good. Hopefully we good. So let's go pick this up real fast. Come over here and stash this over here. And that's a done deal for the day. Let me see where gang is. He ain't too far. He ain't too far at all. That's a good thing too. We ain't gotta travel across town to get this work. No risking getting pulled over or something like that. So yeah, LS Life is what crashing my game. I wish it wouldn't, cause LS Life, you know, like the best trapping mod right now. Until this other one come out. This other one gonna be a little bit more better. I can tell. I mean, I ain't tested it out or nothing like that, but I can tell it's gonna be a little bit better, cause you can bulk sell instead of, you know, going out on the streets and doing hand to hand and like pulling up on people. You can, whatever you buy, you can sell all of it at once. So that's what they should have implemented into this LS Life. But I guess it got abandoned or whatnot. Hopefully one of these creators pick LS Life back up and, you know, update it and stuff, add some new features to it. But for right now it's perfect though, but it needs a little bit more where we can bulk sell the work instead of us having to sell it, you know what I'm saying, piece by piece. That'll be a little bit more better. We pulling up to this deal over here. Finna go and grab this. Hopefully gang let me get this without enough money. We just owe the plug. We'll just pay him later. You know what I'm saying? We went a little bit over. It wasn't too much. It wasn't just a lot. About a couple $1,000 we went over. Alright, we pulling up. Okay, where he at? Okay, he up here posted. I'm just gonna park off to the side, cause I know how they get up out of here when they ready to go. They get on down. So we gonna have to owe Z a couple $1,000. We'll just pay him, you know what I'm saying, soon as we get off some of this work, most of it.
Thank you.
About 2 or 3 plays we can go on and pay gang back. So let me go and grab my work real fast if they let me. Hopefully they let me. Okay, they let me get it. That's what's up. So let me see, we in debt for what? Let's see how much debt we in. Dealing, I think it's in order drugs. I forgot how you check. Okay, debt 97,000. I don't know how we $97,000 in the hole. Damn, $97,000 in debt. Fuck with the plug, man. Okay, it happen like this sometime. So we're gonna have to get that money together. So they only took the money that we had in our pocket. Okay, that's why we 97,000 in debt. All right, let's go drop this off. And hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode. Make sure y'all watch the first episode, you know what I'm saying, when we got the truck and whatnot. Hopefully y'all been enjoying these episodes. I appreciate y'all support. You know, I'm gonna keep dropping. Gang. No cap. Keep dropping. Tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, y'all gonna get some videos. Saturday. I don't know. I might just start doing like one video on the weekend. And, you know, during the week we'll do 2, and on the weekends we'll do 1. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Y'all know I wasn't doing no videos on the weekend, but I'm trying to change that. Stay a little bit consistent, guys. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I enjoy GTA 5 sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be more consistent with it. But we finna pull up to this stash house real fast. Gonna drop off this last load, and we good. We Gucci. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we don't have no more crashes for right now. But yeah, it's LS life though. Seems like every time I put it in my game, it wanna crash and stuff. But we ain't gonna worry about that. You know, we can get around all that. So let's drop this off. And we good to go for the day. We got the stash house loaded. Only thing we gotta do out here is get it in. So yeah, we're gonna have to pay that debt back to Z, guys. We 97,000 in the hole with the plug. Damn. But you know what I'm saying? We can make that money fast. We got the money, that 90,000. Well, we'll just owe them 7,000. But we ain't gonna worry about that right now. We're gonna take our time with it, you know. Do our thing out here. And we good to go. I really could take that 90,000 out though and pay the plug. Fuck it, we're gonna do that. We're gonna pay him 90,000. Just so we won't owe him that much, you know. So withdraw 90. We're gonna take that whole 90 out of there and get game right. I don't wanna be on nobody out here like that. Pay debt. Okay, and we owe him 7,800. And hopefully y'all enjoyed. Like, share, comment, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links in the description. Gang.